Truckers X TV on air. We are now live in 3, 2, 1. Welcome back to another exciting episode of Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney, Spirit of Justice. In the previous episode, it was the beginning of episode 2, Magical Turnabout. In the previous episode, it was debut of Trucy's big debut show. Then all of a sudden, there was a murder accident during the performance, and now we have to find some evidence to bail Trucy out. So now let's go to the... We froze together our bag, so let's go do that first. April 27th, Penrose Theater, dressing room. Is that the bag? The dressing room looks like just the way it did before the incident. All these items look kind of lonely without their owners. Look, the rabbit though! We have to find Trucy's notebook for her. Let's see, she said it would be in her blue handbag on the table, right? We should see what else can we check out while we're here. Alright, what you gotta do is examine... Is that it? Looks all this stuff. I bet it belongs to that bunny assistant we saw in the show. Wow, that's a lot of stuff. Does she really need all that? I mean, I don't think I ever seen so much makeup. When it comes to sheer number of items, your desk back at the office isn't any better. Those things are the natural accumulation of 2 years of work, and they're all necessary. Really? Instant noodles and crackers? Of course! I need those for when I have to stay at the office all night prepping a case. And the comic books too? Oh, of course, I need those too. Manga these days are super realistic and informative. I need them for research. Uh-huh, I see. So you need the research, street fighting, and the funnies, do you? Yeah, okay. Is that her purse? Oh, here's that handbag Trucy was talking about. I feel a little funny about digging around in a girl's purse. I guess it's okay to open it. After all, she did ask us to. But not you, Apollo. Let me do it. Let's see. Huh? No, not this. What's this? Oh, wow. She has... Oh, Trucy, you are bad. Okay. What is it? I want to see too. Really, what is it that she has? That's funny. She said it was in a black notebook, right? But there's nothing like that in here. Maybe Trucy was wrong about where she left it. Let's keep looking around for it. Bruh, if it's not there... I'm just poking around. Look at all these costumes. I bet they're all Trucy's. Oh, could you tell by the scent? Are you like some kind of bloodhound or something? I'm her assistant, not her pet. Okay, where else to look? Oh, these are Prosecutor Gavin. Roses, huh? How like him? Pretentious. He might be pretentious, but you know what? He makes it work. Apollo, I've noticed this for a while now, but you get awfully prickly when it comes to Prosecutor Gavin. You think so? I mean, don't hate him just because he's beautiful. That's not at all! Prosecutor Gavin, he was the main rival prosecutor in Apollo Justice, and then he was a supporting character in Dual Destinies. So if it's not there, where could it have been? Let's check this one. What's this? A script of the show? It says Boney. So it must belong to that bunny assistant we saw in the show. 9:30 a.m. Mr. Rios transformed into a dragon. Trucy's hat trick. 10:20 a.m. Bunny teleports into trick. 11. Mr. Rios fire trick. This will be dangerous. Make sure the fire bucket is ready. You and I got to see the first 2 parts up to 10:20. But this Mr. Rios fire trick, we didn't get to see that part. Yeah, because they canceled the show after that incident. Hey, there's a note about the fire trick. This will be dangerous. Make sure the fire bucket is ready. Come to think of it, when Mr. Rios turned into a dragon, it breathed fire, didn't it? coin tricks and fire tricks were Mr. Ria's specialties. Maybe they had some big finale plan, where Mr. Rias and Trucy would face off in a grand magical showdown after his revival. Show script added to the court record. Okay, we got that part. Let's check this one. Nothing particularly interesting here. Okay. This is Mr. Rias' stuff. I say we take a look through Mr. Rias' things too. Hey! Is that a notebook sticking out from behind the briefcase? I did not see that. You're right, it's practically screaming over here, look at me. Oh, now I see it. Do you think it could be... Oh wow, Thana? Our hunch was right. It's Trucy's notebook. What's it doing mixed with Mr. Rias' stuff? Good question. We add it to the court record. I did not see that at all. It was just a guess. It's locked. I guess that means we can't read it. I wonder what kinds of secrets are in there to make her want to lock it. A girl her age needs her privacy. Besides, everybody has a secret or two they don't want us to know about. If there's anything in there about kisses or crushes, I think Mr. Wright would cry. Okay. What the heck is this? Okay. Oh, we already checked through that stuff. Okay. We already went through this. We already went through this. We already went through this. It's particularly her stuff. Okay. Can we check the bunnies though? The bunnies. Aw, look at the adorable little bunnies. Rabbits, huh? I used to have a pet rabbit. Really? You? Hahaha! You sure don't look that type. What do you mean? What's wrong with me having a pet rabbit? Aren't people who have rabbits as pets usually the quiet, sensitive type? Well, pardon me for being so loud and insensitive. I guess we have to show this. Trucy put some posters up, I see, and here's one of the Troupe Gramiere. Troupe Gramiere, magical manager, whatever, huh? Looks like a bunch of folks dressed in outfits a bit too gaudy for their age, if you ask me. Wasn't that pretty much how all the best magicians dress? Was Troupe Gramiere really such a big deal back in the day? I guess so. Everybody in the country knew them back then. They had great tricks, like making a building disappear or escaping a safe drop from a helicopter. Wow, I was in Europe at that time, so I had no idea. But even if you knew about them, then they must have really been famous. Or whatever. Wrong voice. I used to see them a lot on TV. I think it was back when I was in junior high. The one in the black was the original leader of the Troupe Gramiere, Trucy's grandfather. His name was Magnifique Gramiere. The one in the pink and the mustache, that's Zach Gramiere, Trucy's late biological father. Oh, and look, there's Mr. Rias. So this poster is from back when he was a member. But how old was he? Seriously, he looks really the same age as before. Trucy said he left the troupe after he was injured during a show or something, right? 13-year-old poster added to the court record. I wonder. Well, we've examined just about everything, I think. Looking through other people's stuff was so thrilling, like I'm doing something naughty. I know what you mean. Just don't go poking around in things in my office. At the office. What? Why? What do you have to hide? I don't think I like how her eyes lit up all of a sudden. Anyway, we better get the notebook to Trucy. Okay, I want to examine the parrot though. Aw, come on! I want to check this guy out. It's a dove. Trucy must use it in one of her tricks. Yeah, there's another birdcage next to it. I wonder what's in that one. Cuckoo, cuckoo. What in the world was that? Okay, that's about it. Let's move. Give it to Trucy. And see what's up. And she's not here, so let's go back to the Penrose Theater. Let's investigate. April 27th, Penrose Theater. The person you are trying to call is not available. After the tone, please record a message after the beep. I've tried calling Mr. Wright 100 times, but he never picks up. We've left him some voicemails, so he'll probably call once he gets them. He's going to flip out when he hears what happened to Trucy. Hey, this is the place. The theater where that magical murder happened. Oh yeah, I wonder if they brought the dead body out yet. I hear they already arrested the murderer. They say it's a young girl. Yeah, a high school student. Can you believe it? Kids these days. What's with all the curious bystanders? They are sure kicking a fuss. How dare they call Chusi a murderer? They got some nerve. We can't let people think that about her. We have to defend her. Apollo, is that you? Hey! Emma? It's sure been a while. How have you been? Oh, can't complain. I haven't seen you in ages. Emma is not usually in the best of moods, so I never quite know what to do or say around her. Well, we have some business to take care of, so I guess we better get going. Hey, wait a minute. What? Was it something I said? You darn right. It's something you said. What's with you brushing me off like that? We've got heaps to catch up. Well, we got heaps to catch up on. After all we've been all through, you're not still mad at me about something, are? Bruh, what's with the freaking honk? It's outside. Sorry, I didn't mean to upset you. Who's this, Apollo? A distant cousin or something? No, Emma's a detective I've had the pleasure of working with before. Hello, I'm Emma Skye, forensic investigator. She didn't show up in the last game? What? So you're finally a full-fledged forensic investigator? Is that a corgi? Yeah, I finally achieved my lifelong dream. Look, I even have an official forensic investigator armband and everything. That's great, Emma. I bet the exam was really hard, huh? Oh, what a cinch. Oh, really? Cause I thought you said something about failing over and over. Well, never mind that. The important thing is, I'm not a plain old detective anymore. So no more boring old investigations for me. I'm so happy I could hug the whole world. Coming from you, that's really something. Criminals beware! Fingerprinting, liminal testing, DNA analysis, Emma Skye is ready to go, so bring it. Wow, I guess it's goodbye grumpy clouds, hello fanatical sun. She's very cheerful, isn't she? Is it because of the weather or something? She sure wasn't like this before. She was pretty frustrated back when she was assigned to the criminal affairs department, and she was always munching on chocolate snackoos to relieve her stress. Snackoos and stress are a thing of the past. I say goodbye to both of them. And may you never have to see either again. By the way, are you two here because of the murder? Murder? Don't you mean the accident? Oh, then I guess you haven't heard. The case is being treated as a straight-up homicide now. What? Just so you know, I heard that a prosecution is going to argue tomorrow that Chusi outright murdered Mr. Arias. What? Are you kidding? They're treating it as a murder? Emma, please tell us everything you know. Of course, anything to help Chusi. Oh no. What options do we have? The incident. Why is the case being treated as a homicide now and not involuntary manslaughter? Well, apparently, there's something that proves it was a straight-up homicide. Well, that's vague. Do you know any of the details? No, I'm afraid that's all I was told. Really? How come? Well, because the lead prosecutor is kind of a hard guy to read. Though maybe it's just a culture gap thing. Anyway, he's not one to really share his thoughts. Wait, what do you mean by culture gap? I mean that he's a foreigner, so his ways of going about things is different. So who exactly am I up against tomorrow? Let's go to that. The prosecution. Chief Prosecutor Edgeworth has been reorganized the prosecutor's office lately. As a part of the effort, he's gotten rid of all the corrupt prosecutors. There's been corrupt prosecutors? I guess that was the Dark Age stuff. So the prosecutor's office is looking pretty empty these days. And that's how a foreign prosecutor got assigned to this case? That's part of it, yes. We were short of prosecutors and this guy just happened to be visiting. And what's the purpose of this visit? Well, some insurgents from the Kingdom of Kurain are thought to be hiding out here. As an international prosecutor, he apparently came to investigate the matter personally. So he's from the kingdom of Kurai? That's right. He's also a Kurai's monk. A monk? So how did he get assigned to this particular case anyway? It seems he's very devoted to furthering his studies as a prosecutor. He wanted to learn how crime scenes are investigated here, so he just showed up. So he was just curious, huh? Makes me curious who we're gonna face. He looked the entire crime scene over quite earnestly. Oh, I have the idea who we could be facing. Just by that box art. And just as everyone else was ready to call it a case of involuntary manslaughter, this is most certainly a murder, the cruel act of an impure soul. That's what he said, just like that. Then he volunteered himself as a prosecutor for the case. With the shortage of prosecutors right now, the prosecutor's office was glad to have him. I'm kinda hungry. So Trucy was arrested for murder all because of this guy, huh? I have to say, he's definitely not your typical prosecutor. He says court is where a victim receives their last rites. Where the truth is revealed, the criminal is judged, and the victim's soul sees salvation. Receiving last rites in court allows the victim to finally rest in peace, or so he claims. So, to him, a trial is like performing funeral rites for the victim, huh? That's certainly a unique way of looking at it. His name is Nayuta Sadmadi? I don't know how to say it. What? Nayuta Sadmadi? That's right. What, do you know him or something? Oh, I guess you can say I've heard of him. Yeah, well, he is pretty famous. Really? Yes, they say he travels the world solving difficult case after difficult case. Where there's a hard case to crack, he's calling in to prosecute it. Wow, sounds like he's going to be tough to beat. I can't believe this. Do you know him? Have to stand in court against him? Do you know him? He seems like a very kind and gentle person though. He's very polite and understanding to everyone he talks to. Huh? So he's pretty agreeable guy, huh? Yeah, he's bound to see what kind of person Trucy really is. But don't they hate defense attorneys in Kurai? Would he even listen to what we have to say? I don't see why not. He certainly seems like the type of person who would. Even so, do you think you could do us a favor, Emma? Could you tell us Prosecutor Sadmadi about Trucy, about what a good person she is? Of course. Leave it to me. I'll make him understand there's no way Trucy could have committed murder. I hope he listens to reason. Me too. Is she gone? Okay, never mind. We can still talk about Emma. Congrats on finally becoming the forensic investigator you always wanted to be. Thanks. I failed the exam so many times, but I finally did it. I can finally use my forensic kit openly whenever I want. Oh yeah, you used to have a kit you sent away for. Oh, I still use that one too. But now it's more of a hobby kit. It's important to have hobbies too, you know. So basically, nothing's changed. Are you kidding? I don't have to worry about getting in trouble for taking fingerprints for fun now. It's possibly life-changing. I can take all the prints I want. Are you sure you're allowed to do that? Sure I am. I've been collecting all the prints I've been taken into a personal database. Now hold on your hands. I need to get your prints too. Just promise me you won't use them for evil. I can't believe she took my prints too, Apollo. This is looking pretty bad, Apollo. They're calling in a murder and they've even got proof. What are we gonna do? Look on the bright side, that's what. Bright side? What bright side? Well, the good thing about there being proof is that it has to be point to the real killer. If we can find out who that is, we can prove Trucy's innocence. Oh, hey, you're right. Which means our objectives are clear. We have to find two things, proof of Trucy's innocence and evidence of the true culprit's identity. You know what, Apollo? You're starting to give me a glimmer of hope. And that means there's only one thing to do. Emma, would it be alright if we investigate the scene?
If I said no, you just do it behind my back anyway, right?
Haha, would I do something like that? Guess the jig is up.
Oh, alright, but I better come along. Who knows what sort of mischief you get up to if I'm not there to keep an eye on you. Mischief? Sounds like Emma trusts you about as far as she can throw you, Apollo. He has been known to move things around at the scene of crime, you know.
And what about you? You used to do all kinds of forensic tests on things without permission.
There's nothing wrong with that. After all, forensics is always on the side of justice.
How is that even remotely fair? Okay, let's get on going. We have... let's see... We've already been through here, so we're going to the stage. Let's go. April 27th, Penrose Theater. Stage. Alright, let's get down to investigating, shall we?
Just make sure you don't move anything or I'll get in big trouble.
Fine, I promise. To only move the things I have to.
Well, I have my own investigation to conduct, but let me know if you need anything.
It's been a while since we've done any investigating.
Well, what are we waiting for? Let's dive right in.
You do remember how... oh. Should I have Athena give me a rundown? I'm okay, we're on a time limit right now. Don't worry about me, I've got it all locked away in a vault up here.
Good, and I'm sure it'll all come back to me too as we go along.
Wait, wasn't it you who just offered to give me a rundown? Great. So let's examine this place. I bet there's more places to move to. But first we have to examine the stuff.
Oh, I've seen something like this before. It's like that game where you stick swords into a barrel until a little man inside pops out.
Is it that with a monkey? Huh? That doesn't sound like any game I've heard of.
Really? It's pretty famous in Europe. Did you have anything to play with as a kid?
Oh, you know, as simple Americans, we're happy with just a hoop and a stick. Basketball? And what? Oh, that one! Yeah, I don't know why this place is centered around US even though there's some Japanese stuff here and there.
We have one of those things in the office too, don't we?
Yeah, the poor magic prop we use as a shoving unit. I'd kinda like to see Trusty perform this trick sometime.
Well, we both know you'd be the one in the box if she did.
I feel bad for the prop, but it can stay as a shoving unit in that case. Okay, we get that. We got that. A camera. That video camera is pointed right at the stage. I wonder what it recorded. I want to take a peek, but Emma would.
Wow, this residue data is so fascinating.
She's so fixated on that bloodstained data, her eyes are getting bloodshot.
Quick, Apollo, while Emma's off in the forensics fantasy land. Let's see what recorded on the camera.
Okay, is it the same thing as... Yeah, it's the same thing. Here we see Miss Bunny Girl, and we see Mr. Woodhead. And then he was trying to stab, quote unquote. And then the camera pointed towards her because she's the center of attention. Mr. Woodhead is trying to stab Miss Gramier, Trusty Wright. That's where he left. You can see the shadow, and that's where she appeared from that vanishing wall. And it's the same old story. She's trying to stab it, and then, yeah, we do not know what could have happened. The same as the footage from when we saw it. Well, the question is, was that really a real sword, or was that the rubber sword? That's the question. The smoke could have cleared out. She was in the dark. Maybe she couldn't see it, but I have no idea what to expect. Something from the shadow was there. Okay. It's the same video we saw on TV where you can't see the body at all.
Apollo, did you notice a strange shadow in the footage?
Yeah. Why?
I don't think it was my imagination, but I'm pretty sure I saw something.
A strange shadow, huh? I wonder what it was. Let's go back on the dragon. This is what they call a set piece. It's a piece of the onstage scenery. The suddenly fell down after the body was revealed, if I remember correctly.
Just as the brave heroine screams, the spell on the dragon breaks. Losing its wings, the dragon falls to the ground. That moment marked the collapse of Trucy's magical kingdom.
Magic, huh? Yeah, sure. The timing was so perfect, I'd be genuinely surprised if it was magic. Okay, we did everything we investigated. Do we have to investigate Homegirl right now, Emma? Oh hey, this is a curtain. I wonder what's behind it. Huh?
The backstage area, there's magic equipment and stuff like that back there.
I'll open it a crack and check it out later.
You weren't thinking of opening that curtain, were you?
Who, me? Would I ever do that? Rats. Guess I have to ask her to open it for me later. We've checked everything that we can. Is there anything suspicious looking? We just have to click on Emma. Emma, can I ask you a question?
Shh! This is the best part!
She won't even look this way.
Oh, what a great print! Another set for my collection. She certainly seems to enjoy her work, doesn't she?
Yeah. We have to investigate every single detail. Okay. Nothing here, nothing there. What else is there? The curtain. Nothing. Oh, come on. I think we investigated every single detail that we can actually see. So, what else is there? Any ideas?
It must be so hard for Trucy to yet you saw how bravely she had.
Okay, maybe you should practice a little of that bravery holding back on your tears thing too. And by maybe I mean your nose is running again.
Enough of the snot shaming!
Haven't you ever heard a song, into each life some boogers must fall? I'll take your word for it. What to do? We already investigated everything. Okay, from top to bottom and top to... The agency's entire financial future too. Basically her performance is the entire income in this, here and there. We can't do anything right now. Stage diagram. Can we move anywhere else? We pretty much investigate everything that we can find, so let's check back on the detention center just in case. Nope, we have not done every single detail, so let's go back to stage. There's something we're missing here, but what? What is it that we're missing? Huh? The stage, maybe. Come on! What is it that we're missing? Are we supposed to look at the shadow again? There's gotta be something I'm missing. Oh, I guess.
Oh, Emma! Can you teach me how to find fingerprints? Could I ever? I like your moxie, girl. Here now, watch carefully.
Wait, oh my god. Well, she's gonna be in a bore of trouble. Alright, let's check the video one more time again. And this is where Apollo has to look at the shadow. So the camera focuses on Mr. Wood here. I forgot his name, but hypnotized by the love, the kiss of the bunny girl. He tries to stabs it. The camera moves on to her, because she's the only one talking. Back to him, hypnotized, smokes, and the first shadow you'll see is freaking the Wood guy. Then Tracy Wright appears. Bunny is displeased. They keep on playing the act right here and there. And then the camera focuses on her real quick as she stabs the box. And then she lets go for a moment, throws the sword to who knows where, unveils the coffin, and then you see the dead body, even though we do not see it actually, but they do. It's just the camera keeps focusing on that scene. She runs away. Then there was another body right there. We don't know what caused that. I wish I could take this video with me, but I guess I better not. We did everything! Oh no. We did everything. What else can we actually look for? Just press skip. Can we talk to Emma again? Is there anything? Anything? There's nothing else we can actually do. Yeah, I'm making every random guess I can find. Let's double check on... Let's see. Anything? Nothing. Let's double check. I want to try something right now. Can I present the stage diagram? Well, too bad. I don't have a single thing to say about it. What the heck? Show script. No, same thing. I'm making random guesses right now, but we got nothing to do. Move. Dressing room? Nope, nothing here. Nothing here either, what the heck? Because freaking Trucy's not there waiting for us to give her a freaking present. Is there anyone out there? Out there? No. No. Move. Stage. We've done everything that we can. That we examine. Notes. Investigate the crime scene. We did that. Look. Return the notebook to Trucy. But she's not there. Where else are we investigating? Maybe I should listen to freaking Emma. There has to be a single detail that we are missing. Huh? Oh, come on. I thought we had something. Check it again. We're gonna stop today's episode right here because I'm running out of time, but that's pretty much it. Today's episode is just meeting up Emma, Skye, and Investigation. So anyways, make sure to hit that like button, comment, performance. If you're new, if you're like to see, click subscribe button. This is XTV, and I'm signing out.